Hi, welcome to Sage Blue Tarot. Today is May 23rd, 2021. I'm going to start the collective reading using tarot, asking what does collective need to know today? What does collective need to know today? Ooh, a card that just flipped around was the Five of Cups reversed. I'm sensing a bit of stiffness, like I'm kind of sensing that, I don't know, some kind of a stiffness, right? And this could be in your body and it's affecting your mental state. So I recommend stretching today, right? I recommend kind of acknowledging all the transformation you've been through, what you're going towards, what you're leaving. I feel like there's been so many shifts that it's important to slow down, right? And I can sense like maybe it's like a mental rigidity that's kind of telling you like you shouldn't let go because letting go means losing, like you're losing something. So I'm kind of sensing the Five of Cups reversed, like yes, you have lost things, but also things remain, right? And what's remaining is what the attention should be focused on. But I can sense that because there's a sense of rigidity between your head and your heart, like there's just a little bit of tension there that kind of needs to be attended to today so you can flow better. We have the Two of Wands reversed, the Page of Wands upright, let's see, the Nine of Wands upright, Hierophant, Six of Swords reversed, and one last one, Six of Wands upright. So I'm seeing that because you're kind of tapping into this new way of being, it requires a lot of letting go that maybe a part of you doesn't really want to, because right now with the Hierophant card, I'm seeing that you're busy making new traditions for yourself, right? So that's maybe why you're feeling kind of stiff or unsteady, because you're not sure where you're going to land or how is best to land yet. So I feel like you're working on trusting yourself and at the same time surrendering that which needs to go to make space for that which is coming. The Nine of Wands upright. I'm kind of sensing that you feel like maybe something is out to get you, right? Like you feel almost like you're in trouble for this change, like you should be ready. You know, I kind of can sense that you can sense that something is like lurking, right? I kind of sense maybe it's like shadow work that needs to be happening. I'm also sensing that with the Six of Swords reversed, you're moving on, right? Like you are traversing this terrain, even if you feel unsteady, right? Because this Page of Wands card to me shows that you are at the beginning stages of your new life in working with energy, right? Working with this realm that we're in right now and transforming it in a way that will ultimately lead you to the Six of Wands energy, into a place where you're celebrated and loved. But I feel like right now, like we're taking baby steps, right? And it makes sense that we could be kind of fearful of breaking tradition, but at the same time, like we want to make a new tradition because what has been going on isn't working for us. So I'm sensing that you're finding yourself again with the Two of Wands reverse. Like you're finding what it means to be you again, right? I kind of feel like you've been so many versions of yourself, but now you're entering into a new version that you don't quite fully realize yet. Like you don't quite know, but a part of you does, but the most part of you don't, like so it kind of just sense like a bit of stiffness as this is going on, a bit of movement, but I sense that it's all going to be good. Like the Nine of Wands, it's just kind of like the next stage, right? It's kind of like you are ready for what is going to be thrown at you, right? And you're ready to play ball, like you're ready to do this because you have new skill sets, you have new ways of dealing with change, of claiming your boundaries. So you can actually now attract all that you've been manifesting, right? But I kind of just sense like the stiffness, like the stickiness almost, like you don't want to let go because of some reason. So maybe explore that today. I recommend meditating and stretching, maybe doing yoga, And with your eyes closed, just look inwardly and ask yourself, like, what am I afraid of letting go? Like, what is my body telling me? Just dive into yourself today, right? Because in that way you can get more answers, more information about how to kind of move forward, right? How to move forward in a much smoother manner, right? So the Ace of Swords is upright on the back of the deck. And that to me means like there's going to be, this is a new beginning. This is a new way of thinking, right? And I think that's why it's affecting all of you, right? Because when you change any aspect of your life, any aspect of your mind, of your heart, of how you see things, of how you view things, what you put your attention to, if you put attention to what you put attention to, like everything changes at the same time, right? As you do the changes. So I feel like with this Ace of Swords upright, I'm seeing that it feels like a current, like that's the current right now. Like you have left this old way of viewing the world and now you're entering into a new way of viewing the world. And that's why you kind of maybe feel like stiff or unsteady or like sticky or just some kind of discomfort, right? Because it's new. But I feel like that's just what you wanted, right? Like this is part of it. This is just one of those stages, right? Like you're going to get to what you want. You're going to get to that Six of Wands. You just got to continue to work with energy, right? Manipulate your surroundings and to make it a space where you can actually live and thrive, right? Look around you, see what energetically adds to your life, what takes away, and then focus on that which is making you happy, right? That way so you can move forward and see what you, I think, currently view as a loss. Just see it as a gift as well. Like that's a gift. Because that means that if there's a loss, like there was a lesson. So that's awesome. And also now there's space for this newness that you're bringing in. So that's double awesome. But I'm for sure sensing some kind of a stiffness, a hesitancy, a little bit of a heartbreak. But at the same time, you can kind of see that this needed to happen. So I feel like you're in that in-between state of like then and now and like where you're going. So just kind of like use your body, you know, stretch and see what it's got to tell you. I feel like as soon as you attend to that, the stiffness that I feel like you might be feeling today, the sooner you can kind of move forward in a more, like feeling more fulfilled, you know, feeling more trusting. So I'm going to take this deck and I'm going to pull from the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations. I'm kind of getting the messages of breathe. You know, I'm kind of sensing, because I'm feeling a little bit out of breath, like for no real reason, right? But that's also a sign of like breathing, like take some time to really breathe, like really fill up your belly when you breathe. And then when you exhale, do it with the intention of just releasing all that doesn't serve you, right? And I feel like throat chakra is active today, and just activate that communication within your body, within your breath, right? Connecting you back to spirit. So I'm going to use a tarot card, the Oracle of Emanations Angelarium deck, asking what does collective need to know today? What does collective need to know today? Tiferet, heart, beauty. This card to me is the love card, right? Like tend to your heart, listen to how you feel right now. Just look at yourself lovingly, right? And like nurture yourself. Give yourself all that you need right now, right? If that's space, activity, grounding, more nature, solitude, more journaling, just to kind of see what feeds your soul, because that's what's going to get you through this day. I think today is just kind of like this, I don't know, like a little bit of uneasiness, but the more you tend to that uneasiness, the more you listen to what the story is behind that, the more you can heal, right? Because love can go ahead and heal whatever's going on, right? But you've got to attend to it. You've got to make it a priority, because that will work as your center. Like, you'll be more stabilized to handle any change that happens, anything that is currently happening. So let's look for Tiferet, Heart, Beauty. The sixth emanation, the temperate force that allows the rest of the emanations to coexist in beautiful harmony. Tiferet is without extremes or absolutes. As each other aspect rages around him, he neither yields nor resists. He is the equilibrium that exists between those forces. He is the guiding hand that braces against the many aspects of the tree to gracefully bring them toward one another. The yellow orb brings balance to the universe. Forming the midpoint between Keter and Malkuth, he defines the pillar of balance. At the glowing center of the tree, and the midpoint between all its relationships, he distributes energy from each emanation back across its paths. It's a careful balancing act, incorporating such extreme opposites. But this is the nature of the tree as a whole. Tiferet mirrors the structure of the tree, existing as a microcosm of the whole, found in art, health, community. So take care of your heart today. Give yourself what you need. Maybe make some art. Do whatever you feel called to do at this point in time in order to regain that balance, right? That balance within yourself that will allow you to see the gifts that you're getting, right? And I sense that you're going to be able to do that today. You just have to, I think it just starts with acknowledging that you don't feel balanced, right? And then that way start to make progress towards feeling balanced again, towards feeling empowered. Chesed, right hand, empathy's on the back. That to me is just have love towards yourself. Even if you don't feel loving, like that's even more of a reason to feel more loving. Like, give yourself what you need today, and in that way you can actually start to love everybody and everything else too, because you start to have enough love to go around, right? So I feel like just cultivate that. Treat yourself with kindness today. Work out any feelings of discomfort that you may be experiencing. Thank this deck. Thank you. And I'm going to pull from the Trust Your Vibes Oracle cards, asking, what does collective need to know today? What does collective need to know today? Clear the past. So this card is powerful because right now we're in eclipse season. It's coming up on the 26th. And this time is perfect for releasing and bringing to awareness, acknowledging any blocks that you may be feeling, starting with your body and then bringing that up to the rest of yourself. I think it also starts with acknowledging the pain that you've been through, acknowledging what you've gone through, right? At the same time, breaking those chains, right? Like removing yourself from the trappings of your own mind, from, I don't know, I kind of just getting the image of like these chains, like really thick chains that you've been dragging for so long that have happened maybe since you were like a child, like, like painful events or memories or stories that you told yourself. I'm kind of sensing like even past lives, like you just kind of have this like karma or like memories that you've kept alive or that somehow have changed you and that maybe like you weren't even aware of them. But I feel like right now is the perfect time to put your attention and do the work to do that, to clear your own past in order to be free, right, from any binds or chains or weights or, I'm sensing a lot of weight that could be just like on your body that you're not even aware of, that like isn't yours. And it's just this energetic mass, right, that you've been carrying for so long that you're used to it. Like you didn't even realize that you're carrying it. So I feel like right now would be important and useful to do rituals of your choosing, right? Whatever you feel called to remove any blockages, anything that is no longer serving you. Just ask for it to be removed. So let's do some reading for Clear the Past. To flow in spontaneity and synchronicity, your guides advise you to forgive those who have hurt you and free your attention and energy from the past. It restores your vitality and awareness of higher vibrations. Nothing positive comes from holding on to the wounds of the past. They're just preventing you from experiencing the blessings and guidance of today. Notice what resentments and old angers are burdening your heart. One by one, abolish these psychic chains by forgiving those involved, including yourself. Acknowledge the gifts each past injury has offered you. This will allow you to forgive more quickly. And if you're stuck or not in the mood to forgive, fake it. Even pretending to forgive sets the wheels of healing and higher vibration in motion. This doesn't mean you condone anything unjust or feel it was okay for anyone to injure you. It simply means that you're ready to move past these mistakes and seek a higher and more loving vibration. You can't reach what your heart seeks as long as you remain psychically attached to past wounds. If you seek justice, ask your angels to render it and let it go. You will immediately experience a lightening of heart, a deeper connection to your higher self and your guides. In this lighter state, your guides can direct you far more easily to what will bring you peace and calm. So this reminds me of that 5 of Cups energy, right? Because it was reversed. I feel like right now is just a perfect time for you to be able to see what has been burdening your heart, right? And Tiferet, like that heart beauty, right? Like what has been preventing you from seeing the beauty of your present moment, from seeing the beauty of your whole life, right? Like what's preventing you from that? And I feel like right now that's being revealed to you, right? Maybe that's why you feel kind of like uncomfortable or just uneasy, or you just feel like something is there that shouldn't be, right? And I feel like right now it's just a really good time to focus on yourself, right? To make space for this new life that you're bringing in, right? We're about to step into, I feel like we're about to jump timelines. So right now is a good time to just remove all that needs to go. Remove everything you don't want to jump with you. And on the back, I'm seeing the card, Be Generous. This card to me just always says, fill your cup up. Fill your cup up so you can share your love with others, right? And right now I think it's just important to realize that to be generous with yourself means to be generous with everybody else, right? The more you give to yourself, the more you have to give. So really prioritize your self-care, right? Like don't put yourself second to anything or anybody. Like you deserve love. You deserve to feel okay. You deserve to heal, right? And you are the best person to do this, right? You know what to give yourself. If you take the time to get to know yourself, you'll know how to move past this day and how to let go of all that needs to go. And you've got this. So I'm going to thank this deck. Thank you. And I'm going to thank you for joining. And I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, so now we're going to go ahead and move into the distance Reiki portion of the episode. I suggest laying or sitting in a comfortable position, but that is not necessary. Just be open to receiving Reiki healing energy. I suggest setting your own intention for the Reiki or just allowing my intention to take place, which is always for your highest good. I'm going to go ahead and take 3 deep breaths with you. Let's go ahead and inhale, hold, and exhale. Again, inhale, hold, and exhale. And inhale, hold, and exhale. I will now begin sending Reiki. When you are ready, start to come back into your body and open your eyes. Welcome back. Thank you so much for showing up today. And I suggest drinking water since a lot of energy is moved during Reiki sessions. And I will see you in our next episode. Thank you and bye.